Okay.
Okay, so like, listen. One day I was one day I was walking down the street. Okay, I was walking down the street, right, and I was with Jaden, bro. Okay, right. So like that happened, shit and shit, like type shit, right? You know how that happened, like when we were walking down the street, and then this fucking guy comes in, right? His name is Raptormo, and he's a fucking bitch. I hate him. I don't like him. I don't like him. Like he took Car Bob's McDonald's meal, bro, and he ran away with it. Do you know what I did to him, bro?
W- What did you do?
I went so retro, right? And like, there.
You just consumed him?
Yeah, I Goomba stomped him, bro. You don't understand. And then like, what happened is that you know how he's really angry at me. Yeah, it's because I Goomba stomped him and he looks like this now.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I Goomba stomped him, right? That's why he's so angry at me. So
Yeah.
he decided to act like, since he's like Goomba stomped and he's really short now, he decided to pretend to be a child. So he called me a pedophile for doing that. So then I sent Goku. Yeah, I that this happened, bro. You gotta trust me, bro. You gotta trust me.
Okay.
I sent Goku after him, and Goku came in, and he was like, I'm not very appreciative of this, and that's what Goku said. And Raptor said, I don't care. And then Goku was like, and he fucking killed him.
I came here for FNAF fan games. Why are we doing?
He killed him like, yeah, man. And then fucking.
We love Discord compression. All I heard was just like,
That's the Kamehameha. That's the Kamehameha. Trust me, bro. That's the Kamehameha.
okay.
So now Raptor is like really mean and evil, and he said that and he released a video calling me a pedophile again, even though he admitted in DMs that I'm like changed from that. So obviously he doesn't himself believe that. So he actually thinks that I diddle kids and I'm a turbo diddy. So so hold on, let me right. So like how Raptor sees me. This is I'm gonna put a picture on screen and this is how he sees me, bro. Look, right. So this is how he sees me. Shit.
The fuck?
So fucking big, bro. It's so large, bro. This is how he sees me. This is what he thinks I am. So obviously he decided to start sending the UTC false information, calling me P Diddy. Uh,
Whoa.
I promise, gang, it was not me who fucked Alvin the Chipmunk in the break room. That was P Diddy. You can hear it very clearly because he's saying P Diddy no.
Okay.
That was like a really terrible reference, and I don't think you get it.
No, I do. I do.
Okay. So
Everyone was
then
fucking spamming it.
So then I sent in Vegeta, and Vegeta went Ultra Ego, right? And then,
Did he also Goomba stomp him?
yes, bro. And you know what? And you know what happened after that? You know what happened in front of Raptor Mo's corpse?
What? No. Okay.
Goku and Vegeta had a homosexual affair.
Okay.
And that's how Raptor Mo got to be so homophobic because after he died and went to hell, Goku and Vegeta had an affair right in front of his body before he drew his last breath. Drew his what?
Last breath.
Drew his what? So, anyways, since he was in cahoots with Demo Caesar, right? So, okay, let me get Demo Caesar up. Let me get his ass up here. There he is. So since Raptor was like friends with Demo Caesar and shit, he called Demo Caesar, right? Raptor called Demo Caesar, and he was like, Demo Caesar, I need you to collect the Dragon Balls, and I need you to bring me back to life. And Demo Caesar was like, okay. Right? And then so what happened after that is that we just oh shit.
What the fuck? You just have an image of Shenron?
Yeah, I'm pulling this shit up like Bing images right now. Almighty Senron, I want you to bring back raptormo. Okay. And then Raptor came back in his full form, right? And he was like, "Thank you, Demo Caesar. Now, Demo Caesar, I'm very homophobic and I hate gay people. Now, those two people up there are gay, so I want them dead." And then Demo Caesar
Not
left.
even just not even a word.
He left. He left to go assassinate me, right? So Demo Caesar came back, okay, and like so he came back and he was like, "Look, you're gay. You're a faggot. I don't like you." So then he pulled out my full home address.
Damn.
Fucking like that gif of like, hold on, wait. Time paradox needs okay. So then time paradox comes in, right? And they're like, they're like, "No, Demo Caesar, we have to stop you." Except actually, no.
No, he,
We got
he
the
gains power by consuming senses.
yeah. He said we got the you. So then what happened is that DSUO came in and he was like, "Listen, I'm gonna stop you." But then Demo Caesar said no, but actually, he was too powerful. DSUO was too powerful. So he decided he needs to make a game plan because it was like that one scene in Dragon Ball GT where Cell absorbs Goku, right? And then he's like, I am the strongest in the universe," and then Goku just kind of like crawls out of his ass. But anyways, Demo Caesar is like growing like the Witherstorm did, and like my father's dick did after he saw minors. That's not real, by the way. That's like it's a lie. I just
What?
wanna preface that. Demo Caesar is growing larger than uh, Elon Musk's belly after he met Donald Trump.
Have you ever seen Elon Musk's ribcage? It looks really weird.
Have you seen those like dumbass hunched poses he does? So, so Demo Caesar decides that he needs to call it a friend, right? So what he does is, you know how like Demo Caesar has a lot of like weird friends who are like racist and shit. So yeah, he called him Frieza.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so he called him Frieza, and Frieza's like, "What?" and he's like, "Oh," and then he like kills P Diddy for some reason. Pretty sure they were on the same team, but whatever. And then he sees Goku and Vegeta, and he's like,
Are you trying to transform into Black Frieza?
"There we go." He's like, and then he turns black, and he like, you know, except actually no,
I'd barely call that a transformation.
except actually no, because you know what they do, bro? You know what they do, bro? Gogeta. They turn into Ultra Instinct Gogeta, right? So that happened.
Where are you getting these Goku sprites from?
Scratch.
Why is he so small?
There we go. Now he's large. Now he's cool. So this is Gogeta, right? This is Ultra Instinct Gogeta, and he's like, no. And then Frieza dies.
He gets turned into a pixel.
Yeah, because like, didn't Frieza only train in the hyperbolic time chamber for 10 years because he was scared of Gogeta?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's why he did that. But anyways, Gogeta is like, "I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am Gogeta, and I am here to destroy you, Demo Caesar." And Demo Caesar's like, no. Then he tries to absorb him, but actually no, because Gogeta is just that goaded, right? So then Gogeta called it an alternate universe version of himself, right? So you know, we gotta get that alternate universe version really quick. Hold up. So this is Ultra Vegito.
Okay.
Don't mind how squished he is, but this is Ultra Vegito. So and they're like, "We've got to fuse into a bit," but they actually can't do that because that's not how fusion fucking works.
I mean, if they're technically new people,
I mean, yeah, but also like Vegito is like so like substantially more powerful than Gogeta that it kind of like
I will always believe that Gogeta is just stronger, honestly. Like,
Gogeta's just not goaded. Yeah,
yeah,
Gogeta just looks and says, "Wait, I'm goaded," and then he bodies Vegito.
because like at least he didn't immediately unfuse after using Kamehameha.
Yeah, that's true. And he also didn't immediately unfuse after using glue.
Yeah.
You know who else I called in though for our aid, bro? You know who else I called in?
What the fuck?
So I called in the Teto pair, right?
Okay.
This is the dream team, bro. You don't understand.
No, no YOLO. Wild.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I forgot. I brought in YOLO too. Except actually, hold on. I gotta like actually import this one because your fucking profile picture is a GIF. So I gotta like then I gotta like yeah. Then we called in what the fuck?
Oh,
Okay,
is
hold
it
on.
using the black as a background?
I think it is. Here, I'll just like there you go. There's your there. There's Yeller.
Okay, whoa.
This is Yeller, right? So he's part of the dream team. He's in the very back behind Pedo
Yeah.
Pair. Pedo Pair.
That's fair.
Pedo Pair, yeah. This is the awesome team of people who are gonna beat up Demo Caesar and they win. And you
Whoa.
know how they win, you know how they win?
Uh,
They just like,
what do I know?
fucking, like Pedo Beam. They final Kamehameha.
That'll
They final Kamehameha. Except I'm pretty sure that's
okay.
Masenko, so I don't think that counts, but they just Masenko. Yeah. I need to do this right or else I won't beat the androids. But no! And then that's how they beat him. So then Raptormo comes up and he's like, man, that was my one friend. What the fuck? You ruined my life, gang. Then he runs away like a little bitch. And he runs to his little hole. Hold on, I need to make the hole. I need to make his hole. Hold on.
And then
Here you
all
go.
the sands just kill him for real, for real.
No, they don't kill him yet. They need to. First, this one comes in and he's like, I'm not falling for that shit. And he leaves.
Whoa.
Then these ones are just kind of minding their own business and they're not doing anything. So then Raptor like concocts a plan. He finds the hyperbolic time chamber, right? And he concocts a plan for concocts a plan for 4 years. So he's basically just like scheming for 4 days, but for him it's been 4 years. So we're gonna put him in the hyperbolic time
What
chamber.
what if Raptor Mo was trapped and betrayed in the hyperbolic time chamber for 1,000 years?
That's true. That's the plot point later. We're gonna betray and trap him in a few days, bro. You don't understand. Anyways, he comes out of the time chamber and he's like, I have a plan. And then he gets hold on. He gets a very unbeatable item that we can't beat him when he uses it, bro. You don't understand. He gets the Mega Mushroom from Mario, and then he becomes Mega, right? So like this is Raptor mode, like a fraction of his power right now, but like after he uses the Mega Mushroom, he just does this. This is like final
Oh,
form Raptor mode, and what he does is really sad actually. He um he actually kills Teddopair with his spike,
no.
and Teddopair dies. It's like John Doe in Forsaken. But
Whoa.
then he tries to pierce Gogeta, but Gogeta just says no, and it goes through him, and then it kills Vegeta because Vegeta's lame, and I don't fucking like Vegeta. Fuck Vegeta.
For real.
Gogeta's just that goated. Anyways, then he hits me with two double attacks, and I go out of commission for a little bit, right? So like So
Yeah,
he
the 2 expose videos.
yeah, hold on. He puts me in the pedo corner, which isn't even a place that I'm supposed to be in, but apparently he thinks I should be there.
Wait, no, in true raptormo style, it's gotta be, like, bright red.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's got to be bright red. Hold up. And then I can like, hold on. I gotta, you know, I gotta make it like glow. Oh, I have a way I can make it glow. Actually, hold up. I know
Wait,
what to do.
how do you make it glow? What?
Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. So I just take this, right? Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put pedo corner in like a separate layer. And I'm gonna make the glow on a new layer too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, and we're gonna like do that. It's just a gradient effect. It's gonna be red glowing pedo corner. That's where I am now. This is where you sent me. So what happened is that like actually oh shit. I didn't mean to delete that. So what happened is that like he sent me to the pedo corner and it was like kind of like a prison, I guess. So actually I'm just kind of behind bars right now. So I'm kind of decommissioned for a bit. You know how it is. You know how it is, gang. I'm decommissioned for a bit.
This lore is wild.
These are the bars that confine me to this cage. It could tell I'm an alpha. I'm goaded. That's what it is. So anyways, we go back to the fight. And Raptor decides to put on a mask, and he turns into the guy from Distress 2.
What?
Because his profile picture on Sans Achievement is just Distress 2 Sans. So he puts on a mask
Oh.
and he deceives everyone. He deceives them. You don't understand. He deceives them because he looks like a different guy.
Oh my god, it's Sans the Cheese Man.
Except this is actually a tactic of what this is actually another form of blackface. It's called skeleface, which obviously, since Raptor isn't a skeleton and he's a raptor, this is actually quite racist towards monsters.
Whoa.
So, anyways, this is Sans the Cheese Man, and nobody knows that it's Raptor, right? So Sans the Cheese Man is like, yeah, I sent that one to the pedo corner. And they're like, you're so brave, thank you, kind soldier, thank you. Except you didn't actually do that. You were kind of like in the corner, not involved. Thank you, thank
Wait,
you.
what?
Yeah, because we were like still kind of talking during the whole drama thing,
Yeah.
so you were just kind of like not involved. But anyways, Gogeta was like, this is interesting. And then and then you can hear Raptor screaming in the corner. It worked. I'm Sans the Cheese Man. It worked. I deceived them. And they're like, wait a minute, that's kind of racist. You're doing blackface, skeleface, or whatever the fuck I called it.
You
So anyway,
you're
he
doing
unveils
blackface.
himself.
Look at what it's in PvP.
What? Is that fucking blackface, dude?
No,
What the fuck?
it's the
You
Family
know what's
Guy
smart?
blackmail clip.
I don't know that clip, but I know the fucking smiling friend. Dude, is that fucking blackface? So anyways, Jin's like, get out of my sight. And then like finally, and then they like betray and trap him in the. They don't betray and trap him yet, but what happens is that I get unchained and like, hey guys, what's up?
Whoa.
That's what I did. That's what happened.
I think this was around the time where I actually joined in, where you guys put me in the group chat.
Yeah, this was around the time. So you get brought back in, and Gogeta's there for whatever reason. Actually, no, Gogeta's a standard for Bagel Boy.
Sure.
That's the standard for Bagel Boy. This is Bagel Boy, but it's that. But actually, he's Gogeta. That's the secret. Except actually, that's not the right spreadsheet. This and this. Except tragically, they defuse. So now it's just Goku and Vegeta. There we go. Now it's just Goku and Vegeta. So they're here. And also, I like how this is very specifically granola art Goku.
They're their names are Bagel and Boy.
Yeah, bro. This is Bagel and Boy. No, this is Bagel Kid and Bagel Wife, and they fused to form Bagel Man. This is Bagel Boy, Bagel Wife. and they fuse to form Bagel Man.
Whoa.
Anyways, what I do is I change my profile picture 80 million times, and then I settle on this one. And I say, Raptormo, fucking kill yourself. And he's like, no. And then he becomes mega.
Whoa.
He becomes mega raptor. And now he's too large for us to put him in the corner. The glowing red text font corner. You know how it is. So Raptormo in his mega form, you know what he does? You know the heinous act that he does?
What is
Almighty Shenron, bring back Demo Caesar! And then he brings back Demo Caesar, right? And like, okay, so the kicker with it is that Demo Caesar is also mega. So they join forces and now they're both mega together. This is how it works, bro. This is 100% how it works. Trust me. Demo Caesar was actually having a lot of gay sex in the afterlife, and he realized that he's had a change of heart. This didn't actually happen though. But what he does is that he doesn't actually go sex, and Raptor's like, "No, Demo. Remember, the gays they go against the Bible." And Demo's like, "Shit, you're right." And then he like becomes macro, and then he starts. Then he calls everyone faggots and trannies, and that's his special attack. It's just being racist and homophobic.
my
So anyway,
special attack?
you want to know what they do?
What do they do? Do
Raptor
they
was like,
fuse?
Raptor was like, Demo, put this on your right ear, and Demo's like, okay. So anyways, they formed to create the Ultimate Fighter, and by that I mean not ultimate because they fucking suck dick, but you know.
That
But
is the worst thing I've
this
ever
is
seen.
this is Caesar Mo, okay? This is Demo Mo. This is Demo Mo. This is Caesar Mo, bro. You don't
Demo
understand.
Mo.
Yeah, Demo Mo. It's like a fucking edit of like Goku and Vegeta fusing into Vegito, except it's like Teto and like it's like Synth V Teto and Utah Teto. So it's like Teto, put this on your right ear. And I am neither Teto nor Teto. I am Teto.
Whoa.
So, anyways, this is the awesome fusion. And since Demo Caesar was dead, and then he became like a Supreme Kai because he was doing so good, he's actually the fusion's actually permanent.
Doing so good is
Yeah, he was
wild.
doing so well, but then Raptormo, he was a bitch bob, and he defected him back to the side of evil. He even got to meet Grandpa Gohan.
Whoa.
Fly high, reform Demo Caesar. Fly high. So, anyways, you know what happens after this?
What? This has been going on for so long. It's been like half an hour since this started.
Yeah, gang, that's why it's goaded. That's why this is goaded. You don't understand the goat. You don't understand how goated this is, right? So like, what happens is that you know how it is. We gotta like, we all fuse together to make the ultimate fighter. And you're like the base.
Okay.
This is the ultimate fighter. You don't understand. So there's also a bit of Vegeta in there, but you know, this is the UOer. This is the ultimate UOer.
Whoa.
This is the goaded. This is the goaded fighter. Right? This is like how goaded we are, right? So like we're so goaded that
Yeah.
we simply overpower him, right? And then they they and since they're still fused, right? We can't really like
Yeah.
trap both. We can't really trap them as separate entities. So what we do is we take them and then we like since they've been using the mega mushroom for so long, they actually just like shrink down and they shrink down, and then we give them a mini mushroom which lasts forever, because the mega mushroom has a time limit and the mini mushroom doesn't. So we just kind of like put them in the hyperbolic time chamber. That's where Demomo went. That's why we don't see
Whoa.
him anymore. So Raptormo actually sent a Raptormo drone, which is basically just like a tiny version of Raptormo to make that video, and we killed that drone. So now the drone is also trapped in the hyperbolic time chamber with Demomo.
Whoa.
And this is the ultimate fighter. This is you over. This is you over.
Wait, wait. Okay, let's try figure out a name for this. So wait, we got.
We've got the we could upload
So,
this and just call it the gore of Raptormo.
so wait, who's all in this
Okay,
mashup?
so in this mashup, you, me, Jaden, Bagel Boy, and
Was it Gogeta?
yeah, they did fuse into Gogeta. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see who can we make this into.
Okay, look in VC chat. What does our name
No,
tell?
Bagel Boy and someone else fused to make Gogeta, then they defused, so it was Bagel Boy and someone else. We're gonna say it was Clap.
Okay, so wait, and then they equal Gogeta.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so okay here. So what is our name after this horrendous
Clappin' Den
fusion?
Boylo. Clappin'
No.
Clappin' Den Boylo. Clappin' Den Boylo.
Whoa. Doom the Dark Ages is pretty peak.
That's fair, honestly. Anyways, so that's the end because Clappin' Den Boylo won the fight against Demomo. And you know what else they did? You know what else they did to further rub it in that they lost. So they took a prison, right? And
Yeah.
they were betrayed and trapped in the hyperbolic time chamber. And what they used to betray and trap them was actually the pedo corner.
Whoa.
So the pedo corner goes in the corner, so that it doesn't look like it's kind of like so it doesn't look like the gradient cut off. But this
Yeah.
is where they reside now. And
Wait.
that's the end of the gore of Raptor now.
Take a picture of of our fusion and just send it in like announcements with the name and like no other context. Yeah.
Should I do an announcement notif or should I
I if you want, I don't know.
Clappin' Den Boylo?
Whoa.
This is the ultimate fusion of Clappin' Den Boylo. They defeated Raptor Caesar.